is definitely high amongst the players who get the chance to test themselves against one of the best teams around, the former Premier League and Champions League champions. The prizes in this fixture over the last few years, Manchester City will have to be on their toes. Let's have a glance towards the teams. Madrid in the previous campaigns. There is a young man with a big point to prove under Enzo Maresca. We'll be hoping that he can turn things around, Phil Foden, after he wasn't included in England's World Cups. It is Team K-League who get us underway here. K-League All-Star here. Played all 3 matches for South Korea. The City shirt last season. That's a pretty wonderful ball as well. And Obama is always Neto on one side and Jadon Sancho on the other. Looks the way of Aït-Nouri with the pass. Late run here by Reinders. He cuts back and looks for an option. Wasn't one there. Into the middle, and Aït-Nouri is able to tuck into the corner. And it takes just 9 minutes here for Manchester City to get up and running in Seoul. Well, it's Aït-Nouri who finishes off the move here, but it was the late run of Reinders into the penalty area that really caused the issues here for Team K-League. With O'Reilly as the season continues to progress all too easily. It's Reinders again surging forward, this time looking the way of Semenyo, and he looks for the corner. And after his performances, pulls away, cuts it back. This spell of football here from the K-League All-Stars that we've seen so far, and it ends in a goal. Very sweetly struck too, beyond Donnarumma. Lightning response here in Seoul. And just 3 minutes after the strike from Aït-Nouri, a response that comes from Kim Dae-won. At the same time, they are deep into their season as Semenyo skips away to play a nice ball through, and it could... Semenyo opens up his body very nicely indeed to feed Reinders again. And with Foden arriving at the back post, it needed a touch, and it's superbly... Phil Foden is on the corner. Cover from 2 Manchester City players, and they managed to get the ball away. Vardiol plays the perfect pass, Foden in, and then zips all the way through, and it's picked up here by Semenyo. Clever flick, Reinders there. What a lovely goal from Manchester City, finished off by Reinders. They have a second here in Seoul. Superbly crafted. Reinders looking sharp, Manchester City looking good, and back in front here. Lewis into Semenyo, perhaps not the flick that he was looking for. I think he wanted the return pass. Semenyo is close by. Semenyo will try his luck again, this time catches the attention of the goalkeeper, who can only poke into the path of Divin Mubama. Well, he makes a big glance across to double-check that he is, in fact, onside. The goal will stand, and Manchester City have a third. It really all comes from the run of Anton Semenyo. He has made this move a couple of times already in the game. We knew what to expect. Touch. Lee Dong-kyung makes his way out to the left. He moves into the penalty area, wanted the return pass to captain Ruben Diaz, who had a few injury problems last season and will be hoping that those fans will be hoping to be very useful for the new season. Semenyo on the burst, and it should have been another, but somehow the ball has gone through the legs of Divya Mubama and out towards the other side. And off goes Semenyo. Another burst into the penalty area from the Ghanaian, and a strike that doesn't really trouble. Reinders, one of the Manchester grab the first of the goals, sends on, and it's a look goal once again for starts proceedings as the K-League All-Stars look for another burst towards the penalty area. The Croatian looks away of Semenyo, who has so much room here to attack the fullback. And he's bumped to the ground. The referee had a think about it, but in the end, the obvious blow is again weaving some magic on the edge of the penalty area. Foden looking to do the same. And over the top of the bar. There is a whistle and there is a foul. Nouri going down. Vardiol had to improvise but was unable to find a teammate. Semenyo's got it though. And Semenyo into Foden, lovely ball. And Semenyo trying to move on. Is unable to find Rico. This ball from Diaz. Obama trying to make a nuisance of himself, and he was sandwiched in the middle. Nasty bump between caught the eye in the first 45 minutes. And now Foden with a club. And this is a lovely breakaway. Kim Woo-hwan delivers into the penalty area, and arriving is Yago. Looked as though he was a deflection, and it will be a corner. Pretty good. Nouri, Reinders and Mubama on the score sheet here. There was a response in the middle from Kim. Where we go for the second 45 of action. Manchester City gets us started. First touch of the ball for Savinho, a hard-time change. And here is Foden. And that is a statement of intent from Manchester City. Boxing the K-League All-Stars in again. Foden with a flurry. Rico Lewis, who is a bit deeper, playing it right back in the sexy. Stolen the ball back here, the K-League All-Stars, and they're in a very promising position. Roma will grab hold, though, just as things start to progress. The champions in the K-League, although they sit third in the table as it stands. Free kick for Manchester City here. Reinders is brought down just up. Foden into Reinders, and it is well stopped by the goalkeeper the first time and the second time around. And he very quickly sweeps the ball away. The K-League All-Stars get themselves into a promising position, and this could easily be a second goal. Lewis trying to link up with some... It's a really lovely touch to bring the ball down and to get the K-League All-Stars into a very promising position. Lewis has done enough to get the ball towards Reinders, who just could whistle a goal, and Manchester City will take the opportunity here to make a raft of changes. Looking to see if there might be another opportunity to grab a second of the night. Certainly been bright since coming on. Kim Joo-chan, the 37, wins a corner. And we shall see. Manchester City could have been in a spot of bother. Looked as though Gosha was through. It's another Manchester City attack coming the way of the K-League All-Star team. And it's Marmoush who rises, but he didn't. every single way. Marmoush on the run. Carries the ball beyond one, and that was a pretty decent strike, but it's well. Decent ball, and it was a chance. Attack here for Manchester City, looking to add another. Marmoush is there, and it's another good stop by the goalkeeper.